Hi guys, welcome back with another web hosting review, and today we are going to be taking about A2 hosting, and basically we want to cover if this industry gain is worthly your time. So today we are going to be digging into some of these benefit and future with A2 hosting, and hopefully by the end of the video you will have a better idea if A2 hosting is right for you in your particular situation. As always, I will leave a link to A2 hosting down in the description below, along with any deals of discount that might not be available on their website. So if you are interested, feel free to check it out down there. So first of one of the big concern with any hosting company is usability, because again, as I mentioned in the introduction, some of you will have varying degree of experience in website development, all the way from beginner to expert. Now about A2 hosting, their future are not exactly straightforward. They have a lot of different parts of their service that are all uniquely named, which can get a little bit confused. For example, they have Suite Service Turbos boost A2 site accelerator, especially a to optimize software, and that list goes on. But won't do any of these means? Well, like I say, it can get a little bit confusing and overwhelming, especially for beginner. Now, in terms of the plans of on offer here, they do have four unique plans there: the startup, the drive plan, the turbo boost, and the turbo max, with a turbo boost being the most popular. Now the startup plan does come with 100 gigs of SSD storage, unlimited bandwidth, and can support one single website. It scales up from there to the more advanced plan driver, which has unlimited space and can support unlimited website. One great thing about A2 is they are very clearly about how much RAM your website will be using and how much memory will be needed to run certain feature. A free SSL certificate is also available with all plans, which means that it's going to be nice and secure for all of you out there who have privacy as a concern or are interested in protecting your user data. Now with some of these more advanced plans, they do offer what's called turbo service, which say they are up to 20 times faster, but in your experience that was a little bit of a stretch. There is definitely faster web service technology out there. Currently A2 user Apache on their Swift service, which is the basic plan. Now with these claims of 20 times faster service, what they are referring to is light speed technology, and honestly this is just them trying to put a spin on it. But in fact, light speed is used by many other hosting sites out there, like Hostinger, Gigs, Interverse. The reality here is we are actually talking about a world class plugin that A2 developed itself. Basically, it brings other plugins together, and really there nothing wrong with that. You will get pre-configured WordPress installs, which means if already has important plugins like Jetpack and Web W3 total caches, it may not necessarily be 6 times faster, but it's still great, and it will save you a few hours of configuration and installation, and it creates a platform that lets you easily manage all the different plugins. Now in the event anything happen with your website, there is automatic service backup, which is greater. It means that the change you make to you service will be saved them, and they are automatically updated, so you don't have to do anything to make sure that still happening. All that plan have a C plan, which means that you can perform full account backup, and also soft clouds itself can be used to make a demand backup of the CMS itself. So with the beginner plans, you can are not able to actually schedule automatically backup. That feature is reserved for the more advanced plan. So if you are somebody that would forget that often it may be worth it for you to invest money in the higher tiers plan. Now, in terms of the interface, it's definitely not the greatest or the most clean experience ever, but it does get the job done. A2 has purchased which make your life a whole lot easier. This system basically takes our care of everything from sign up and billing to account management and C plan integration. Now, as I mentioned, A2 can be a little confusing, which when you sign up, there appears to be a endless number of plans that you can choose from, things like WordPress, Python, Rubbing, WooCommerce, Linux, CMS, CRM. But in reality, they are actually all the same shared plan. So basically, you will have to double check which feature you are interested in having to make sure that you find a plan that suits you need. Specifically, we did notice a few glitches when we attempted, but after taking with their sport, it didn't get spotted. From this point forward, things start to get a little bit easier. You can connect a domain from an older website. It's also super way easy to install WordPress, and you can enjoy of all these pre-configuration and that A2 team has already done of your just by installing the WordPress A2 optimized version. Now let's talk about performing. Now, like I say, they do offer these turbo boosted service which claim to be 2 times faster, 5 times faster, and 20 times faster. Now, speed are definitely not instant, but A2 really does deliver or stunning speed as long as you choose your data center wisely. There are four of them to choose from. You have got one in Maging, one is Arizona, one is the Netherlands, and one is Singapore. Average load time were about 1.3 seconds, which is impressive when you consider that it was the basic plan. As if for us uptime to concerned, it also tracking 100%, which is almost unheard of across web hosting service. Also, A2 does provide optimized suggestion if you want to make sure that your website is running nice and fast. Now, in our GT metrics test, the faster loading to speed recording for A2 was 1.1 second, and the slowest was 1.6.1, and that truly not all that slow. So in summary, speed here, while they may not be 20 times faster necessarily, they are fast enough to make sure that you get the job done, and they are very competitive in compared to some of the other website hosting service. Now let's talk about sports. A2 hosting has the Guru Cree live chat, email, and sport ticket, which is fantastic to have all these options and on offer. Basically, A2 times has auto sounds all of this work to a third party, and they will do their best to help you, and they have their knowledge bases available to really get you back on track if you are lost somewhere. Also, it kind of seems like they are understaffed, so it did take a little bit of time for someone to get back to me, and it also seemed like they are little bit more motivated by the dollar figure. After asking what the best option was for hosting a simple single website landing page, has he suggested that the most expensive plan, and basically the conversion just want downhill from here. The average wait time to talk to an agent is around half an hour, and it can go up to even 1 hour in some cases. The ticket system was a little bit better than, but still left something to be decided. Let's talk about pricing. And now, A2 is not the cheapest website hosting service around, but it definitely affordable. Unfortunately, it does not have a free plan for you to test out, but our beginner rates are very low and very reasonable again compared to some of the other, and based on the future that you are giving access to. It also does have a 30-day money back guarantee, so you can jump in it in at no risk for at least 30 days, and it also provide an anytime refund. And basically you can ask for a refund at any time, and they will just reimburse wherever remaining on your contract. And that's a feature which literally no other web hosting company provide. In term of payment option, you can use credit card, PayPal. You can also use Skrill or perform a money transfer one time. One thing to note here is that it does seem that using credit card often triggers fraud alerts, so definitely go with PayPal if you have that option. So that all that say A2 does start off to be a little bit confusing, but after you really get into it and choose a plan that's right for you, it's very powerful and very affordable option. There will tons of future on offer here, and even though the sports is little weak,